Kingsport, Tennessee. The name comes from simplification of Kingsport, originally referring to the area on the Holston River known as King's Boat Yard, the head of navigation for the Tennessee Valley. Long before there was a city here, there was a Native American settlement on Long Island, the most northern point that flatboats and steam engines could be loaded and navigate down the Holston River to the Tennessee River. In 1908, the Carolina, Clinchfield, and Ohio Railroad connected Kingsport with Virginia's coal deposits. Kingsport became an industrial center and experienced rapid growth between 1910 and 1915. The city grew so fast that it became known as the Magic City. They said it was like magic. It grew overnight. In 1915, John B. Dennis and J. Fred Johnson established the Kingsport Improvement Company, resulting in what was said was the first thoroughly diversified, professionally planned, and privately financed city in 20th century America. In 1916, George Meade made a $100,000 investment, the equivalent in $2.5 million today, in the Kingsport Pulp Corporation. A year later, the site was producing 55 tons of pulp per day. The paper mill is still in Kingsport, known as Domtar. Rechartered in 1917, Kingsport was an early example of a garden city. Part of the city was designed by city planner and landscaper John Nolan of Cambridge, Massachusetts. Kingsport became nicknamed then the Model City, from his plans which organized the town into areas for commerce, churches, housing, and industry. In 1920, the Tennessee Eastman Corporation is formed and incorporated, and it has continued to grow for the last century. Over the last century plus, the city has went through many changes, but one thing that has remained the same is the city's love of professional wrestling. If you go back through the newspapers and research the city's history, even in the earliest papers that have survived, you will find ads for pro wrestling in the Model City. Weekly cards were held in Kingsport from the late 40s until the late 60s. Monthly cards were held from the 70s through the 80s. Through the years, Kingsport promoters brought the biggest names of the time to the city. If you look at the history, a who's who of professional wrestling has competed right here. The promoters not only use the biggest stars on a national level, but they also molded and created their own talent into superstars. In July of 1991, Southern States Wrestling ran their first event in the city of Kingsport. Kingsport would become our home. Our biggest events, our most legendary matches, and largest crowds have all came in the city of Kingsport. We followed the tradition of the Kingsport promoters that came before us, presenting cards with former world champions, legends, and Hall of Famers. We also molded and created our homegrown talent. On Sunday, November the 27th, 2022, at the Kingsport Farmers Market, 308 Clinchfield Street, we begin to write the next chapter in our rich and illustrious history. 8 young men will battle it out to crown a new Southern States heavyweight champion. Hello again, everybody. Bo James here, and you just saw a little history of the city of Kingsport. You just saw a little bit of the history of Southern States wrestling inside the Model City, and we got a lot to tell you about because you just heard Sunday, November 27th, the Holiday Extravaganza Farmers Market, Kingsport, Tennessee. We're going to be talking about that today, and we're going to be talking about that building up every week, building up to the 27th of November. And happy to announce in December there's going to be a brand new program from Southern States Wrestling debuting called S.S.W. Legacy. And we're going to be telling you more and more about that as we go along. But I want to start off, I want to talk to you guys. If you follow me, if you keep up with me, you know that this time last year I was in bad shape. Serious health problems. I was unable to wrestle. I was unable to do anything. But I kept fighting because there were so many of you out there that reached out to me and said, hey, we're praying for you, checking on me, well wishes. And I just want to take a moment and I want to thank each and every one of you that thought about me, prayed for me, sent me messages, and helped me get through that time. I had a heart procedure in January. It was a battle. It was a battle. It was a struggle to get healthy and get back to being able to do what I love, professional wrestling. And I was able to get back in the ring this summer, and I've got to wrestle a few times in the summer now in early fall. And my days of being a full-time wrestler are over with. I know that. But it doesn't mean I can't, lace the boots on a few times a year and get back in the ring and do what I love. And one of the other things that I love is I love creating television. I love helping mold young talent and teach them how to do television. I love giving opportunities, and that's what we're going to do right here in Southern States Wrestling. We have been searching, and this idea came before the health problems. It came back before the pandemic. We started working on it right at the pandemic. If you were at the Christmas event last year, we told you, hey, we're coming to Kingsport in the new year. We're going to be here every month. Well, the building that we were running then got sold, and plans changed, and then recovery of the heart trouble and everything that we were doing. But we're on track now. November 27th is the kickoff, a reboot, a new beginning, a starting over, because we're putting together a young crew of great, talented young wrestlers from all across the southern part of the United States, and we've had some from other parts of the United States that have contacted us, and we hope to have here in the Kingsport area before 2023 is over with. But let's talk about it. November 27th, 8 men are going to battle it out for the Southern States Heavyweight Championship. And I want to tell you more about that coming up here later on as we talk about a former champion, Ray Idol, as the program progresses. But we're going to have 8 young men get in that ring, and they're going to fight it out in a single elimination tournament down to there's just one man left at the end of the night, and his name will go into history books alongside my name, the Mongolian Stomper, KC Thunder, Jimmy Golden, Mike Sampson, and so many other men that's held that title over the years. So this is a big opportunity for 7 young men that have never had this title, and there's going to be one in the tournament that has had the title, and that's Wayne Atkins, and we're going to talk to him in a couple of weeks here on this program coming up. But I want to introduce you today. I want to show you in action a young man that's going to be in this tournament, and I've been following his career last couple of years since he graduated from the JPWA Wrestling Academy in Knoxville under Dr. Tom Pritchard. I'm talking about the Dreamweaver, Wayne Moxxi. So I want to take you right now to Manchester, Tennessee, back in early fall, as we had a big event there at the Coffee County Fair, and Wayne Moxxi battled a man by the name of Zach Mosley. So let's go back to that action right now.
Introducing first, to my right, he weighs in at 215 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia. He is the $1 Million Mullet, Zach Mosley. And his opponent, he weighs in at 199 pounds from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee. He is the Dreamweaver, Wayne Moxxi. Your referee, Jake Booth.
Don't mock me. Don't mock me. Is that fair? Ring the bell.
Here we go. Action from Manchester, Tennessee at the Coffee County Fair. Zach Mosley, the one talking some trash right there. And there was some trash talking going on before the introductions, that there's really some talking of trash going on back and forth between both men right here. Zach Mosley calls himself the $1 Million Mullet. Green hair in the trunks there, finding himself on the mat as he's taking on the Dreamweaver, Wayne Moxxi, and I know a lot more about Moxxi than I do Mosley, but Mosley comes in with a great reputation. Double tough guy, lots of action. You see him right there. Nice reversal. Now Moxxi finds himself in trouble. Oh, took that shin bone, ran it right into his arm, took it to arm again. Fundamentals right there. Nice wrist lock. Mosley trying to find a way out. Ground your man, able to escape, comes out with a hammer lock. Great wrestling here, and he's messing with his hair. Mosley did not want his hair touched. Nice maneuver right there by Mosley. Oh, lost him for a second. Nice arm drag. Nice head scissor counter there. Mosley took his eyes off of him for a second, and he gave Moxxi the breather that he needed. He came up with the head scissors, able to get out of it. Side headlock. Takes his man over. Once again, messing with his hair. These two seem to be more infatuated with his hair than they are winning a match right here at the beginning. Still feeling each other out. Jake Booth right in there to see if he wants to give it up, which I don't believe he's going to with the headlock, but you never know. Also checking to see if his shoulder was down. Oh, Moxxi baited him in right there and goes messing with his hair again. He should have grabbed a hold. Caught himself in the ropes. Baited him in. The man charged. He just dropped down, tripped him right into the ropes. Trash talking continues. Moxxi sidesteps him. Back to the headlock. Nice takeover. Moxxi, a graduate of the Jacobs Pritchard Wrestling Academy in Knoxville, trained under Dr. Tom Pritchard. So you know he's got the fundamentals. Mosley, trained under Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson. So both of these men well-trained, well-traveled athletes. You see Mosley getting loose there, but up and over his man he goes. Nice arm drag. Notice how Moxxi takes that knee and puts it right in the side of his head every time he gets him down. Ground your opponent. Mosley able to break free for a second. Here comes Moxxi. Monkey flip, and he landed on his feet. That's impressive. Oh, to catch a drop kick, and into the corner he goes. Right now, it seems that Wayne Moxxi is a step ahead of Zach Mosley with everything. What's he going for here? Didn't work out for him. Nice elbow. Knew where he was at. Knew where his opponent was at. Up on the ropes. Cross body. 1, 2. Roll through. That's impressive. And look at the strength from this man. He just threw him right up on his shoulders. Into the turnbuckle. Jamming his spine right there in the turnbuckle. Oh, man. He may get him right here. Jake in for only a 1 count. Got up right before 2, only a 1 count again. There's that trash talking. I was talking about that earlier. Zach Mosley is very good at talking trash inside the ring. Oh. Right in the ribs. Take the breath right out of the man. He's already jammed his spine, kicked him in the ribs. Now what's he doing here? Cameraman would get over there. Looks like he's ripping right at his face. Now his hair pulls him back. Wayne Moxxi finds himself in trouble. He was having fun at the beginning, but he may have wasted some movement, may have wasted some energy, may have wasted some time. But Mosley doing the same thing. Big right hand right to the side of the head. Ducked that one, full Nelson. Moxxi able to get out of it, trying to roll through, got it. Both men may have been down right there. Jake was in there looking at both shoulders. Moxie's got some fight in him. He may not be the biggest dog in the fight, but he's got a lot of fight in him. 199 pounds. Reversal. Elbow right to the chin. And he walked right into that backbreaker. Oh, my goodness. He already felt some damage to that back earlier, getting ran into the turnbuckle, getting his spine jammed, now getting bent up like that.
It's ridiculous.
Zach Mosley's got to be thinking here right now, what do I have to do to beat this man? And that's exactly what he's saying to him. Why don't you stay down? Moxie's hurt, still fighting back, and he just ate a big forearm right to the face right there. Follows it up with a stomp. You see the pain on Wayne Moxie's face. He finds himself in trouble. He's been in trouble a couple of times here. Oh, back first into the turnbuckle, into the corner. Zach Mosley is putting the pressure on and, shoots him across the ring, sends him flying into that turnbuckle.
These are the eyes you'll be having nightmares about, boy.
I'm going to tell you, he needs to go for a cover here. Another kick right to the rib cage. Clubbing forearm. Wayne Moxxi, now just grabbing the nose and his mouth. Got to the ropes there, but got him away from it before the referee could make the break. What's he setting him up here for?
Come on!
Moxie's trying to snap marry him. Not working. Mosley picks him right up. And another variation of the backbreaker, and this right here may do it. 1, 2, and he's up. He's all heart. This kid is got a lot inside of him, and if you beat him, you truly have beat him. But I got to say this again, a lot of trash talking going on. He wasted some time when he could have had Moxxi, like right now. Now he's looking for the approval of the people, and he's not going to get it here in Manchester, Tennessee. Moxxi trying to get up. And he sets up. See, we could have had possibly a 3 count when he was looking for the approval. Now, instead of trash talking, he's starting to maybe beg off a little bit. Blocks his punch. Great right hand. Blocks it again. Another right hand from Moxxi. Wayne Moxxi, reverse knife edge, drops his man to the ground. That was the break that he was looking for, and another one. He was looking for a break that could have been the finishing nail to put him away. Upside down in the corner. Right back, big clothesline. I really believe if Mosley would have pinned him after that second backbreaker, he would have got a 3 count, but he wasted so much time. And he gave Moxxi that opportunity to get his breath and get his second wind, and you see in control right here. Wayne Moxxi, now going back for what he set up for earlier. Mosley able to block it. Elbow right underneath the chin. That might have been in the throat. Knocked the man out of the ring. Mosley with a great shoulder there. Across top rope into a variation of the Russian leg sweep. And he's got Moxxi back in trouble and kneed him right in the face. Now a knee to the back of the head. You better cover this man right now. There he goes for the cover. 2 count. Almost a 3. Moxxi able to get up. The crowd here in Manchester, Tennessee, getting behind Wayne Moxxi. Both men showing a little bit weary signs here. Both of them down on the ground, and Mosley back to talking trash, telling him to look at him. Instead of getting him to look at him, you better stay on top of him. Misses a right hand.
How stupid are you? Right here.
He's telling him to hit him. Misses a left hand. Oh, he went for the knee, and Moxxi caught it. He tried to knee him in the face again, and Moxie's got him.
I'm begging you.
And Moxxi knees him right in the mouth. Setting up. Oh, he lost him. He didn't get him as good as he wanted him. 2 count. I think the knee to the face did more damage on Zach Mosley than the move that he followed it up with. Wayne Moxxi he's going for something big here, going up. Going up the ropes, looking for the approval of the people. You better get it done. Both of these young men have wasted some time here in this match. Up top right there, he wasted the time. Mosley able to get up, shake that rope, and drop him, and Moxxi finds himself in trouble once again. Now right into the face again. back up on the shoulder, runs him across the ring, spine first into that turnbuckle again. Moxxi fighting him, trying to get loose. Elbows and knees, catches him, small package. 2, 3, and there's the win. Impressive win for Wayne Moxxi, who you will see in Kingsport Sunday, November 27th.
Wayne Moxxi!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, the Dream Weaver, Wayne Moxxi. And I have the opportunity of a lifetime, the opportunity of a dream. November 27th, I have the opportunity to write my name in the history books, alongside all the others that have done just the same. November 27th at S.S.W, the tournament being held. 8 men will enter, but only one will come out the S.S.W champion. And that's exactly what the Dreamweaver, Wayne Moxxi, plans to do, to come out the S.S.W champion. Why? Because that is what sweet dreams are made of.
There you saw him in action. There you heard from him, the Dreamweaver, Wayne Moxxi. He was a part of the big Christmas spectacular we had last year, and that was his debut in Southern States Wrestling. He's been doing events for us this year. We're very happy to have him right here, a part of SSW, and I look for a lot of big things coming from that young man here in Southern States Wrestling. I want to tell you, November 27th, the Sunday after Thanksgiving, big night of wrestling. We're going to start it at 6 o'clock right there at the Farmers Market, 308 Clinchfield Street in Kingsport, Tennessee. The building reminds me, it has that atmosphere of the old Kingsport Armory, which was home to us for many years. We've ran several events at the Farmers Market over the years. This is our first event there in several years, and we're looking forward to it. And I want to tell you, please, if you're coming to the events, please bring non-perishable food items. We're going to donate them to Hunger First of Kingsport to help to feed the homeless in the city of Kingsport. And bring a new unwrapped toy for a boy or a girl. We'll be donating them to several different charities around the region that help make sure that each and every kid has a Merry Christmas and they get something under the tree on Christmas morning. So it's always part of our plan from day one of Southern States Wrestling to help encourage and help build young wrestlers here in this promotion, but also help those that need help in our own community. And that's what we're going to do November 27th, Kingsport Farmers Market. Talking about that night, another person making their debut for Southern States Wrestling that night, a young lady out of West Virginia known as Nurse Mika. Let's take a listen to her right now.
I'm Nurse Mika, and on November 27th in Kingsport, Tennessee, I will be making my debut. I'm so excited to be there, and I hope to see everyone there.
There was Nurse Mika, and I meant to say making a Kingsport debut because she debuted for Southern States Wrestling in Bradshaw, West Virginia here earlier this month, a part of the big fall festival we do every year up there in Bradshaw. Sweet young girl, just getting started in the wrestling profession. Her uncle was Big Bob McCoy. If you follow pro wrestling in West Virginia, you know all about Bob McCoy, one of the most successful promoters up there for many years. He ran promotion out of Logan, West Virginia, so it's always great to have second, third generation stars here in our promotion. We're looking forward to seeing Mika here in Kingsport on November 27th. We're going to be telling you more about her match coming up. We're going to introduce you to her opponent here in a couple of weeks, and we're going to be telling you all about it. November 27th, don't forget. Jake just told me that we've got a video that just came in a few minutes ago from the progressive liberal Daniel Richards. Daniel is not in the tournament on November 27th, but he had sent me an email earlier this week telling me that he was going to be in Kingsport no matter what on the 27th of November. He just sent a video in talking about that night, so let's see what he's got to say.
Progressive liberal Daniel Richards here. Did you miss me? I bet you did. Well, great news, folks. I'm going to be returning to Kingsport, Tennessee, Sunday, November 27th. On that magical night, Southern States Wrestling will be holding an 8-man tournament to crown a new champion. That winner will have his name in the record books. But the only difference is we all know that I am the greatest Southern States champion there ever was. Now, I'm personally backing Murphy Consigan to win that title. Murphy, like myself, He's strong, he's fast, he's extremely good looking, and he's very, very intelligent. And the best part of all, he's not like any of you idiots. He is a champion we can all be proud of. Now let's talk about some more good news. I've been to Kingsport many, many times. I'm super familiar with the area. And so some of you know what I'm about to say. People who live in places like Glen Garden and Bloomingdale, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. But for all you folks that are living in the trailer parks and the hollers, you need to hear this. All of you people who are waving the MAGA flags and holding on to the promises of a liar, listen up. America is doing better than it ever has. America is great because we are being led by the greatest president and the greatest vice president there ever was. So please, please, leave your redneck and hillbilly ways at the door and ride the blue wave with me to Southern States Wrestling's Holiday Extravaganza at the Kingsport Farmers Market, Sunday, November 27th. I'll be there, and I'll expect an apology from each and every one of you who has booed me in the past when I go to the ring. I know you've missed me, and I know probably a lot of you probably asked Santa Claus for me to come back. Well, it'll be a Thanksgiving blessing and an early Christmas for all you rednecks and hillbillies because the progressive liberal is returning to Kingsport, and at that time, you will be liberated.
He's always outspoken, he's brash, he's cocky, he's controversial. Daniel Richards, I don't know why you're coming to Kingsport on November 27th. I don't think anyone has invited you to come. You're definitely not in the tournament, but you did say in there that you're going to back Murphy Coxtigan, and you're wanting Murphy to be the heavyweight champion. Well, right here next weekend on this program, we're going to take a look at Murphy in his last year in professional wrestling, building up to his big shot here in this tournament. We're going to introduce you next week to a guy named Bruiser Bob. Bob's been on some S.S.W. events the last couple of years, and he's another graduate of the Jacobs Pritchard Wrestling Academy in Knoxville, Tennessee. And if you've never seen Bob, I don't know how to really describe him. He's a little different. So you're going to meet Bruiser Bob right here next week. You're going to see Bob in action. You're going to see Murphy Coxtigan, hear from him. We're going to introduce you some more about the tournament coming, tell you more about it on November 27th, Kingsport Farmers Market. Now I want to say this real fast before we wrap this program up. We had planned to start dropping Saturday mornings here on our YouTube. So if you have not already, subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell here on our YouTube channel where you're watching this right now. We had technical difficulties. We got it all worked out. As you see, we've dropped this on Sunday night. So we're on schedule. So Saturday mornings, you'll be able to watch the program leading up to November 27th right here, or anytime for that matter. You can go to the official YouTube page that you're watching right now. We were going to debut our Sunday special this weekend, and the technical problems held that up too, so it's going to debut next Sunday right here on the channel. So next week you'll have two programs to watch here on the S.S.W. YouTube channel. We're going to introduce you to more people in the tournament on Saturday, tell you all about it, more information. And then on Sunday we're going to take a look back at Jerry Lawler and Dutch Mantell in Southern States Wrestling on the Sunday special. That Sunday special will be a regular one time a month, planning to be the third Sunday of the month, just like we did on television here in the Tri-Cities market for many years, as we had a Sunday special once a month on UPN 30. So next week, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell when you know new stuff drops up here. Follow us on our social media on Twitter and on Facebook if you have not already, please. You can follow me at any time. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for support. Thank you for your prayers. We're back. We're up. We're running. And we're ready to go. Until next time, God bless each and every one of you.